Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is a jabbering magpie, bringing you a bit more Shadowrun Dragonfall. If you don't remember from last time, we had literally kicked a forest spirit who had been possessed by some form of demon cult in the face. And now we are fucking off ski. Defeated purified shrine spirit, saved freed cult members. Oh, got to clear up the rubble. That was deceptively easy. As you kick the door open and stumble forward into the room, you find yourself surrounded by a sea of teenage faces. Initiates, all huddled together and trembling, with a spirit's influence cleared from their minds. They look frightened and lost, like the kids who have had their security blankets torn away. Glory steps forward. When she speaks, her voice is gentle. Come on, all of you. I'm taking you to safety. Somewhere far away from here. A scrawny teenager in a ratty coat stares at Glory. His chrome, his mouth hanging slack. His voice cracks when he speaks. What happened to you? Your arms. That's literally my best scrawny teenager voice. Something that you'll never need to worry about. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Couldn't have put it better myself. Come on, people. I'm taking you someplace safe. Where can we sell the organs of teenagers? I mean, you thread your way through the trees of the Shonbush forest, tracing your way back to a thicket where you and Glory hid the van. The inferno that consumed Feuersteller is spreading, and the conflagration casts the forest around you in a sinister orange light. The heat at your back is intense, unbearable. Far ahead, Glory blazes a trail for you to follow. Shredding the foliage in her path, the liberated initiates teeter on the edge of panic as they struggle to keep pace behind you. The fire is moving fast, but you're faster. As Glory helps the last of the kids into the van, you put the vehicle in gear and punch on the accelerator. The burning ruin of Feuersteller recedes into a distance. A glowing speck in the rearview mirror. The peace and safety of the Kreuzbazaar lie ahead. Yay! Cult dismembered. I think that's like the fourth cult I've dismembered so far in Shadowrun. Oh well, there's the game finally returns to life. Did we give him to Beckenbauer or something? Would you like any teenagers? Yeah, I forgot I have a civic centre named after me now. Where does one sell teenagers? And can I get some decking skills, because we are no longer cutting the mustard when it comes to decking, which is bad, because the mustard doth like cutting, not cooking. Say hi to Blitz. Any thoughts on last run? Nada. Dietrich. Absolutely nothing new. The mission computer. Okay, so I think we have enough funds. And there is practically nothing on the BBS. Iger? Nope. Okay, let's talk to Glory, Glory, Hallelujah. Glory stands an introspective look on her face. At the sound of your approach, she turns to face you. She nods at you. Thank you for your help at Feuersteller. I couldn't have done it without you. Yeah, speaking of which, I've been meaning to talk with you about that, because I like talking. After all the things we saw of it in there, I'm not surprised. Go ahead, Mags, I'm listening. What did we do with all those cultists? Did we send them to Samuel? No, he's got enough to worry about keeping the people of Kreutz Bazaar safe. Those kids that we rescued, they've been damaged by Harrow's philosophies. They can get better, but it's going to take time. Trying to integrate them into our society too quickly would be dangerous. So, what did we do with them? We took them to a talismonger at Algernon. He said that he knew a place for where they could get help. It won't be easy for them or quick, but they'll get better in time. Okay, we've given them to the funky elf who appears in all the games. Nice. Harrow got away, just like you said he would. She frowns. Yes, and he's already putting distance between himself and the Schonbuch forest. How do you want to go about tracking him? Finding Harrow is going to be a full-time job. I can't track him down while we still have a great dragon hanging over our heads. After we've dealt with Vauclair and the Firewing, I'll devote myself wholeheartedly to finding that bastard and finishing this. But for now, we need to keep our eyes on the road ahead. We didn't see Marta again after she ran off. Do you think she's okay? I don't know. I don't even know if I want her to be. She was the first person I ever really loved, and that doesn't make up for all the pain she caused. Harrow did a hell of a job on her. If she is alive, she probably still thinks that she was saving the kids that she lured to Feuerstelle. I feel sick just thinking about it. Let's talk about something else, Mags. I'd rather not dwell on this if I don't have to. Alright, that's my questions answered. Anytime, Mags, and thanks again. I mean that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Jobs are good and... Okay, so it's literally just paying Alice. Paul, do you have anything to say? I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a cred stick. Amsel sucks in a deep breath. He suddenly looks as though an enormous weight has been lifted from his shoulders. Yes, very good. Excellent, in fact. This has been a long time coming, Max. You're telling me? Amsel turns to open a file on his computer. Alright, Max, but before you make this transfer, there are a few things you should know. Firstly, this is a Von Vey operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the credit stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Are you sure we can trust Alice? I am. Believe me, her reputation in the shadow community is worth far more than 50,000 new yen. She will deliver the information that she promised. He shrugs. Besides, what other choice do we have? We cannot run, and the money will do us little good if we are dead. I suppose that's true. Keep going. What was the second thing? Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's time. Go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. We drop everything and head straight to the rabbit hole. Correct. Once you've left to see Alice, her information will be your only priority. No more distractions and no more side work. I will busy myself cancelling your remaining jobs and smoothing up any ruffled feathers. Makes sense. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure of it before committing to this. Time is important. The god dragon wants us dead, and that is not a thing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you are prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I urge you to wait. Alright, let's proceed. Excellent. The password is Volkingen. Once you are en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payment, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. I have to say, Mags, this lifts an enormous weight off my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Now please, go fetch the information for Alice. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. Okay, well. Got a DVD player there. So, it's of a rabbit hole. I guess. I'll do a quick check around, see if anybody's got anything new to say. Not especially. How are you on the fancy drone front, actually? A-class drones. Yeah, we're already on an A-class. Cammy, you got anything? She's got nothing. Luca Dware's got nothing. Burrett Gatsy. Can sell him my cheap booze, but I'll hang on to it just in case I need to give it a drunk. You never know when you find an alcoholic who needs cheap booze. That's a lesson in life. Where's Algie? Yo, I've got a question. Never mind. Absinthe. Evidently nothing. Okay, well. I think that's it. We are good to go. Oh, I haven't actually updated the cred stick to have money on it, have I? I am a very silly boy. That is a cool urn we have outside, just spitting out bits of magic. Mission computer. Okay. Secure cred stick. Volk Ingen. Oh, what was the titting password? Volk Lingen. Oh, there's an L in there. Volk Linden. Way. Fuck it, we're off. Let's go kill a dragon. Und Akon. Back to Moritzerplatz. And away we go to Spandau, which I do believe is the prison where they kept a load of old Nazis after the war. I think that's where Rudolf Hess was kept. Spandau prison. The tiny cred stick feels heavy in your pocket, fat with the weight of hard-won new yen. The U-Bahn station swallows you up and sends you hustling down the rabbit hole towards Alice, towards the information you bled for. The train pulls to a stop and the doors hiss open to the dark, old platform. With luck, answers lie ahead. Right. Anything else here? Just an old arcade machine. Alright, pop in the money. The credit stick port in the machine greedily accepts your payment. You watch as the black plastic of credit stick case disappears into the console. Moments later, the familiar sight of Alice's office winks onto the screen. Something is wrong here. You can't see it in Alice's face. Her eyes are open just a little too wide, her smile just a little too forced. It's a look that you've seen before, all too often. Underneath her polished exterior, Alice, the Alice, is terrified. Alice, what's going? Hold a moment. I'm transferring your payment now. Alice's attention is fixed on the PDA mounted to her wrist. A moment passes, then she nods, lowering her arm. Shifts her gaze to you. Her smile looks forced and her eyes keep darting to the clock on the wall. Everything seems to be in order. Good. Something's got you spooked, hasn't it? Without a word, she bends to grab something from under her desk. A moment later, she lifts an aluminium briefcase onto the desk. Your information. She flips a case onto the desk and shoves it towards the camera. As the briefcase grows larger on the screen, you can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the arcade cabinet's guts. With a smooth mechanical motion, a generic brand optical chip slides out of the payment port in front of you. Alice kicks her seat back and stands. Her movements are becoming more and more erratic. Your answers are on the chip. She checks the clock again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to run. What are you running from? She pauses, then takes a breath and exhales it slowly. Tries to calm herself, but the panic wins out and she begins to tremble. You'll find out. And Max, a free piece of advice. You should drop your search for Vauclair. Drop it now and run far, far away. If you don't, you're going to get yourself killed. She leans in to stare into the camera on the screen. You can see her eyes are badly bloodshot. And stay out of the Matrix, Mag. It isn't safe. Abruptly, the screen goes black. Alice is gone. The optical chip sits in the cradle, waiting for you to take it. I'll have that chip, please. The instant the chip leaves its cradle, the machine reboots itself. You are again alone. Forever alone. Story of my life. Right. Actually, we've got a bit more stuff. What type of weapon is... you know, the grenade launcher while it's at home? Guns, dodge, close combat, melee. Huh. I have no idea. There would appear to be no launcher doodads on here. Okay, well... oh, sorry about that. My girlfriend came home about 2 or 3 hours early. So, I think I'll just have points of intelligence so we can basically get more drone combat. Yes. Extra accuracy, extra damage, extra AP, all very good stuff. Right. Showtime. As you settle in for the trip back to the Kreuz Bazaar, you can feel the rest of the world compartmentalise and fall away. No more distractions, just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone, impossible to ignore. The train ramps up to a speed, filling the air with a monotonous electric whir. The sound is soft and low and urgent, like the droning wings of an enormous insect. It'd be soothing if your mind weren't occupied with other matters. All at once, the monotony is broken, your PDA is buzzing. A quick glance at the screen tells you you're receiving a call and that Paul Amsel is on the other end. Oh, why do I sense that they're going to be under attack? Answer the call. You hit the receive button on your PDA. One look at the grainy image that blossoms to life on the screen is enough to tell you that something has gone terribly wrong. What a prediction. The strangled sounds of panic breathing punch through the PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window you can see the outlines of figures silhouetted against the backdrop of Amsel's shop. Your view rotates, bringing them towards the centre of the frame. Oh, it's this fucker. Herman von Helmut. The image sharpens. In the centre of the screen stands an enormous orc in battle armour, a hand cannon levelled at something just out of frame. His face is shiny mat of grafted tissue. His smile is like something out of a nightmare. Say nothing. You watch powerless as the orc's grin widens, your frantic breaths that you hear coming from off-screen increase in frequency. From off-screen you hear Amsel's frantic voice. Odran, please tell me what this is all about. What are the Firewings' plans? You're going to kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave without... Oops. Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars in the orc's hands. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly and comes to a sudden stop with a violent cracking sound. A burst of static floods the screen. Moments later a dark shape falls into view with equivalent force. You hear the unmistakable sound of a bone crunching against hardwood. The camera auto-adjusts and a dark shape swims into focus. You're staring into and through the dripping cavernous ruin of what was once a human head. Damn it, I liked Paul Amsel. The remnants of the face that remain are enough to confirm what your gut already knows. The body on the screen is that of Paul Amsel. From out of frame, far away, you can hear another voice, a woman, young from the sounds of it, with a military cadence. What now, sir?
Now we press our advantage. Jam the comms, Ortega.
The sound of hurried motions recede into the background.
Alright. Remember, people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up a lot and we'll fight. Flush them out and take them down, one by one.
Another voice chimes in, a young man this time. Sir, look at Amsel's wrist. The PDA. I think that it's recording. That is my young man soldier voice. I think it's that dude from The Simpsons I nicked it from.
God fucking damn it.
You hear the roar of another gunshot and the screen goes dark. Your vision swims and the screen of your PDA seems to fade away. The impact of what you've just witnessed hammers you in the gut over and over again. Amsel is dead. The Kreutz Bazaar is under attack, and it's entirely possible that an ambush party is already waiting to meet you at the U-Bahn platform. Whatever your attackers have planned, you won't be able to do much about it from in here. The train is speeding towards the Kreutz Bazaar station. No more stops between you and the enemy. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Oh, fucking magic, I'm on my own. I do not do well on my... Oh, Aiga. Aiga, my waifu. I do hope those are the enemy and you've not just been slaughtering civilians. The barrel of Aiga's rifle swings upwards. She emerges from cover, turning to face you.
About time you showed up.
The light plays off Aiga's face like the street light on a rain-slick asphalt. Her hair, her face, neck and chest are sheeted in slick, dark liquid. Blood. A lot of blood. Aiga, are you alright?
I'm fine. He only nicked my thigh.
Aiga wipes her mouth from the back of her hand, then hoists the corpse up from behind a makeshift barricade. A young man, maybe in his early 20s. His eyes frozen wide in surprise. What's left of his throat hangs down in ragged flaps.
This up here, it isn't mine.
Nicely done. Iger shrugs.
Well, you know what they say. Any weapon at your disposal.
Oh god, she literally bit his neck out.
Did you meet up with Alice? Do you have any of the information?
Yeah, I got an optical chip. We'll have to use my mission computer to open it.
Whatever's on that chip, these bastards don't want us to read it. All the more reason to do exactly that, after we put the rest of them in the ground, that is.
Iger, they killed Paul. I saw it. Iger's expression hardens.
Yeah, I know. He had us all patched in on that call. We all saw what happened. I figured they'd try to ambush you at the platform. Ventilate the train, take you out, and cut off a potential escape route in the process. It is what I would do, so I hightailed it out here and set up an ambush of my own.
Good thinking.
Thanks. Anyway, that's enough talk. We've got a job to do. There's an unknown number of hostiles topside. They're well equipped, decently trained, and hell-bent on killing us. Last I heard, Glory was on the north end of town. Dietrich was out getting coffee when all hell broke loose. Let's go get them.
Our friends need help. Let's go give it to them. Where's Blitz? Hey, I've got an extra action point. That should be useful. I can now actually use the fucking grenade launcher and reload it. Well, I think that's a good place to leave it, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoyed that one. I know I certainly did. For now, it's a tatty bye from moi. Bye!